I'm Hava, and today we're exploring the Bronx Night Market. The Bronx Night Market is an open-air food and drink festival that celebrates the diverse food and vibrant culture of New York City. It boasts over 50 food vendors, 24 arts and crafts merchants, and tons of performers, and it's all local.
By producing a show about the things to do in New York City, I'm making my dreams come true. I hope it inspires you to do the same, whether that means exploring New York yourself or chasing one of your other wildest dreams. This is Hava's New York.
I'm not sure how I first heard about the Bronx Night Market, so my first impression started on their website. Everything from the writing, the pics, the graphics, the FAQs screams personality. Considering the fact that the Bronx Night Market has to do with the diverse food and vibrant culture of the Bronx, it seems quite suiting. This season, and I would assume other years as well, the Bronx Night Market is put on the last Saturday of the month from April to November. And it happens from 1 to 7 p.m. So I think it's kind of funny that it's called a night market since it ends before the sun even sets. But maybe in the past or originally it started or happened later in the day, or night. Deep fried watermelon balls. How did this come about?
We are a soul food restaurant in Manila, Philippines. We're the only soul food restaurant in the city, only black-owned restaurant in the country of the Philippines. 15 years I've been living in Manila working, and my love of lifestyle making my grandma soul food to make me feel less homesick. She decided to start a soul food restaurant. We're known as Maryland ChickAn in Manila. We've come to the U.S. to do our deep fried watermelon tour. So we've been going around the country telling our craziest creation. My grandma's deep fried watermelon from Mississippi, only a whole slice with a wooden stick to the rind, battered fried with a little powdered sugar. Something my grandma used to do for us as kids. I told my wife about that crazy recipe, and she tried to bring it to Asia, and they hated it. Too big, too weird, too American.
Really?
So instead of giving up, she took the components, but then made it in a Filipino style. She modeled it after a Filipino street food called kwek, which is normally like a little quail egg, battered in a biscuit batter, fried, and add like a vinaigrette on top. But instead, it's a little ball of seedless watermelon, battered in my grandma's homemade cake batter, and topped with my grandma's homemade vanilla icing. So we're just in the country this year because COVID's kind of shut.
Wow! This is incredible!
Right? And it's super weird.
Oh my goodness,
right?
yes!
It's like a completely new food.
Like the fact that you're the only one, I'm
Yeah.
like, no! I'm going to get it again! You gotta come back! I'll have to come out to you, but like, seriously,
Yeah,
this
and
is
it's
so
weird, right?
cool!
Because, like,
Want one?
Oh, thank you.
It's very hard to talk to because there's so much copyrighted music. I just stepped away for a second to tell you that the energy here is incredible. Everyone is so happy, so just bump into the jam. I passed someone in a wheelchair and she was kind of like grooving out, and then I just started grooving out with her. We just had a moment. This place, this event is so much fun. Back in we go. Bronx Night Market. Yeah! Have a mango dragon fruit. Thanks! Thank you!
There you go.
Awesome! Wow! Oh, that is so good! are still at the market. I just found a nice place off to the side to talk about takeaways because there's lots of copyright music playing. Even though I did miss performers today, they did have lots of great music going, so the energy stayed high and it was a lot of fun. I was so inspired when I found out that this market only opened in 2018 and of course they couldn't operate in 2020, which means this is only their 4th year operating, and you saw how exciting and vibrant it is. I don't know if this is going to grow to something even bigger than it is already because it is 100% a local scene, but if it does grow to something even bigger than it is now, and if you come in the next couple years, maybe you'll get bragging rights to say you went and knew about it before it exploded, although I could say it's already kind of exploded as far as a local thing to do goes, especially in the Bronx. And if you are a tourist, what a cool thing to say that you did, because other tourists won't know about it. I don't think I saw a single tourist. This truly is a local scene. The most similar event that I have gone to is Smorgasburg in Williamsburg, which is the largest weekly open-air food market in America. But with this one is different because this fair also had local artisans and soaps and other things that were sold besides just food. So that's what made this unique, and it was really big. So maybe not as big as Smorgasburg, but you can still spend plenty of time here. I've been here for at least a couple of hours. If I did just get you curious about Smorgasburg though, you can click right here to see that video, or if it's not up yet, make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you're subscribed anyway, please, and then you can go ahead and see it when it comes out. Speaking of the fact that it's a local scene and I spent a couple of hours here, it is a commute. It is pretty far into the Bronx, but you would come out this far to go to the Bronx Zoo. You would come out this far to go to the New York Botanical Garden because a lot of people do. So why don't you come out this far to come to this market? I wouldn't come again, but it was totally worth the hour commute it took me to get out here for this one experience. In the meantime, to see other fun things to do in the Bronx, you can join me at the New York Botanical Garden or Yankee Stadium and a Yankees-Red Sox game at that. And those links are both in the description below. Now go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and join me over on Instagram for daily snappy New York City content and for a little bit of lifestyle content too. Also, that's where we can actually chat one-on-one. DM me, say hi, I want to know who you are. At this point, you have made it to the end, so thank you so much for watching and I can't wait to see you in the next video.